She's a little beast. So about a month ago, they ripped all this open, big cookie, ran new ductwork, and about 2 weeks ago, they taped it and put new drywall up. Now today, it's like some more holes are made. Looks like they had saw the dampener in there. Of course, you can't fix the drywall like that. I like how that was there, and then that, why didn't they just, another one here, another hole they made here, but this is the, this is creative. And another one here. Looked like they used the old hammer mode for opening that up. Haven't even painted this yet. Well, I feel like crap, so I thought I'd do the COVID test. Cat's pretty happy. George is happy. Cat's ecstatically happy. So you got pouches and things, and so we're at step here. Remove the swab. Then I'm gonna stick it up my nose, rotate, and put it back into here. 10 times you swirl, and then you put this thing on the top. Then you drop them into the well, and then you wait 20 minutes. So yeah, should be easy. This part makes you want to die. Okay, so we did the nostril thing both times. We put it in the vial, we swung it around, then we pulled the thing out, put the top on, put 4 drops in there, and already we can see the control is coming up. And we gotta wait 20 minutes. Don't read after 30, so we better set the alarm. Well, while waiting for my COVID test, I went ahead and made this dark. And yeah, so one area I kind of fucked up is this one. When I attached the clamp, it was flush on this side. It should have been flush on this side, but we'll probably let that go. So anyhow, still feel like shit, of course, but she says I don't have the COVID, so that's good. She just had it 2 months ago, so yeah. Though I can't explain the loss of taste unless I haven't had it the whole time. Now there have been rumors from my wife that I have no taste, so maybe this is just the realization of that fact. I don't know. Spike's gonna guard the cart here. I got my drywall guard dog out. Nobody stole my drywall. I returned the cart. So, you know, you donate a little, you take a little out of the trash. This guy, she's gonna need a little bit of cleaning, but I think she's gonna prove to be pretty durable. You need a little lube. A little lube will always do you. She's gonna replace that because, well, there's a failure mode here. Something's just not right with that. So this will be interesting, and we can paint on her, clean her up a little bit if necessary. But the price is right, and if it doesn't work out, she'll go to Matt for scrap. So got some water damage here. We're gonna this wall right out and put some drywall up. So plastics up, tools. Got 2 of these. Okay, so got the umbrella finally. I picked a light blue and a white, so when it fades, it'll just be a light blue and a white. Had to drill a hole through here to the bottom. I think I'm gonna make a little hole down here, enhance, so it stays right in there. She goes up and down and she articulates. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It's being too much movement for the kid. But she knows the dog will fight back. What to do? What to do? What to do? This bad boy just exploded. Just last week, I was coaxing these to come above this level, and they're already just moving. So we're filling up the tank here. That's about full there. Plus she's at a tilt, so she's gonna leak. Yeah, the other ones are doing well too. D-Nance. Okay, that's up. So challenges, going underneath the tile here, shoving it back here, finding these blocks. That one kind of chucked out, getting around the switches, that was major one. Getting the drywall back behind here, up along there. Getting the drywall underneath that molding. So, but she's in there. So I just got to finish putting the screws in, take out the ones that didn't hit anything. And believe it or not, there's a copper pipe. And sure enough, I put a nail right there. Fortunately, it didn't get close. These would have to go 1 3/4 inches. And these are 1 5/8 nails, but it got damn close. So, yep, last piece. We got the old edge thingy on there. I even Googled on that. That one needs to go in further. It needs a hammer. Apparently the Chipotle, no. The cow, chicken place cow is not sacred to her. Nope. Just another toy and another set of destruction plans. So this weekend I'm going to finish putting up the post railings. I bought the stainless steel piece to make for the corner because I got tired of ordering posts and not getting the parts. Then we'll start stringing it up. I have to get the wood on the top because that makes this a square. If I don't do that, this is just going to bend in when I tighten the cables, and you want them tight. So yeah. Get this done, and we'll move to the next project. I gotta figure out how to move that one board over. I think if I just put a small stainless steel nut in there, just gonna slide down just over there. It's not gonna bend by itself. But yep, it's supposed to be really freaking hot today. So I'm gonna try this coffee outside on the porch thing. Black, not the way I like it. Come here. You. Where are you going? I'm never gonna catch up to her. Sure, I put her in the water, get her going, and she takes off. Typical. What is that? A shoe or a duck? I don't. This is the great mystery monster of Ladue. There's a bird over there. Where is he? I can't see him. His name's Herbert. Where is he? There he is. Looks like an octopus. So we're kayaking at Ladue. I think that's a dog. Yeah, that guy's got a cast on. Very interesting. No, that's a dog. So up in these trees are buzzards. And yeah, they feast. They feed on the bodies of dead kayakers. Look, you get your own YouTube channel. This is my story, and I'm telling it. So there's my goal. I want to go underneath that bridge. Never been underneath it. And I could die. So this is the Great 422 Ladue Bridge. And it's pretty popular. You got people trying to eat stuff. The guy over here. It's pretty crowded. I've been underneath there. I might have been 75 when my neighbor at Lowe's took me fishing. Couldn't catch anything then. So, looking at this before, I noticed that there's nothing coupling this to that. So what does that mean? That means that this can move around But if you couple this to that, they don't move around. So I'll give you an example. On old red here, a few years later, 15 to be exact, there's a bar that connects from there, goes underneath there, comes back over there. Bar. So went on the interwebs and saw a lot of strut braces, and they were pretty. There was no question about it. They were also $500. But came across this one. And she's just a bar. You just strapolate it down there and you adjust on her. This is only $112. She's not actually designed for this model. I might have to make a hole adjustment, or it's backwards. But I read that people were able to put this in there, make a slight modification of reducing some of the metal, and it works. So that's what we're going to try. Hopefully we don't have to make any metal reduction, because if we do, obviously we can't send it back if it still didn't work. Don't know what that is. Paint. That says BMW. That's kind of cute on there. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Not sure how they intended that plastic to come off. I guess you unscrew one end and slide it off. But so we're going to do that. This is about as simple as an upgrade as you can get. Move bolts, nuts, slap on. Same thing here. Adjust distance. Done. I think the cat's dying. Dog doesn't seem to be concerned. But yeah, so we adjusted on this and shortened it considerably. We got a bolt there at the top there, and things seem to kind of match up. Maybe need to bring it in just a little more, because that one doesn't seem to be matched up. These are almost spot on. So we're going to shorten that a little bit, and then I'll pop those bad boys off. So decisions have to be made. There's a bolt that goes on here. Big bolt. Looks like this. I don't know what that does, but it interferes right around here. So our modifications just kind of cut that out. This obviously fits on there perfectly symmetrically. Like, I do like that. That's brushed aluminum. It's pretty. Problem is that over here, she doesn't align up just right. She needs a little bit of, I'm pretty sure we can persuade on it, but once I cut that, there's no taking it back. So we're gonna go ahead and cut on that. Just be aware that there's gonna be some persuasions. So I think this needs to rotate a little bit. So probably what we'll do is we'll get that one to fit and then loosen on this bolt here. Just kind of rotate her in, plop her in, and we'll squeeze on that. And everything's gonna be good. This would be a good time to find out the torque values on these. Get the torque wrench on there very easily, but we don't. It's in newtons, maybe meters. I don't know. You eat 5 fig newtons, and I don't know. It's not the foot or the inch pounds, but it's the newtons and the meters. So yeah, she's done. Did tweak around this. These are 16 foot-pounds, so we put in 15 or something and tighten this bar up, but this should keep us from moving around. Being a unibody, this is kind of important because there's no frame here. So yeah, there we go.
Wasn't sure if I spoke English. We had been talking all day.
What's going on?
So I don't know what she thought. Like maybe I was just gonna forget, run out of English halfway through the day. You know, like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Are you sure? No, yeah, no.
Don't pet the duck. Well, look who came to see me this morning. Well, that's nice. You're not biting me. So, I got 2 corner posts, but the plates that go down are rectangular. This one goes this way, which is in line with the wood. It seems to be splitting. That's not good. You have to pre-drill more. But the problem is on this corner, it can't go this way because then the holes don't match. It's because the holes have to come in this side and come out that side. So I have to turn it, which means it goes this way now, which means it goes out 4 inches, which means my block up there needs to come up further, like normal where that hole is. So I'm gonna take the block out. I just got 2 screws on this side and then 1 screw on this side and put in like a 4x4 block. I'm just gonna cut it and slap it in there. I'm gonna make it deep so I can screw at the bottom and not interfere. But hopefully, well, these blockings there, and there should be no one here. And I got 4 posts. Actually, I wasn't planning on 4 posts. So I'm gonna have to add some more blocking and move these around, but we can do that. Don't need this guy. Do not need him. Mind me to have words with him. So anyhow, it is what it is. I bought these Lowe's a couple weeks ago. They're super handy. So right off the bat, I can see what size everything is. I thought it was a T25, this fastener, but it didn't fit. So I tried a T20. Didn't fit, so I realized it's a square bit. Everything's here, it's in my pocket, and I'm good to go. Plus it's I think it's German, I don't know, made in Korean German. You just gotta flip this, and I bought some short bits and some long bits. Long bits are perfect for this. Sure enough, taking out all the screws, it turns out that I screwed one of the plank holders, the decking holders into it, and so that's staying. So I kind of pushed it back into place, then made this block. This block will just fit right up in there, and then I'll put some screws. And I made it tall so that I put the screws here and then the leg bolts won't interfere. Just put 1, 2. And I'll probably put 1 there on this side, coming to the outside, and then 2 there. And that should do the tricks. Okay, so those 2 posts are in there. So now all I need to do is grab the tape measure, measure that distance, subtract the 4 inches and 4 inches, and divide that number in 3, and that'll tell me where to put these. Hopefully my blocking is in the right place. So yeah, I'm gonna wash the ladder before I put her away. But earlier I was I put suet out for the big birds, the woodpeckers, because they're cool looking, and I thought I'd refill on bird feeders, which I did, and then I thought I'd refill on this one. This one I bought for $20 on eBay, or not eBay, Amazon, and first failure mode was the spring came off, so you're supposed to just lift this up, and but the spring keeps the top from coming off. Well, that came off, but then today the whole freaking thing came off. So it looks like these rivets go in one of these holes, and I'm not sure which hole, and then the spring connects to this piece right there, which I can redo. That's not critical. It's really hard for the squirrel to get this over. The squirrel did try. You can see and that probably went to the demise. I pulled the top off. I think it caught on where the squirrel had been chewing on the cable. This is vinyl coated stainless steel, I hope. So anyhow, I got to clean that up. Then I think if I cut this end off, pull this out, pull it through one of these, I'm going to put a washer on the outside right there. Then take a rivet, drill out the center section, because this looks like a rivet, and then crimp the fuck out of it after pulling it through here. And the other problem is, you can kind of see, is it doesn't go down very far, because I need to get on the other side to crimp. I guess it would be on this side. Now it'd be on the other side. And I can probably pull it through and crimp. Anyhow, that's a later on project, later on today. But we're gonna get to this bad boy. So this is the corner bracket, so it screws into the corner, and then you screw the wood from below for your railing or whatever you're doing. Unfortunately, I only have one of those. I shipped back and forth. They kept losing the parts for these posts. So I spent $20, and I bought me a piece of steel the same size, marked the holes. So we're going to go ahead and cut this out, and then drill the holes upstairs in the drill press. Then I got to chamfer them out. And yeah, then we'll be done. I'm going to put a piece of wood in here in the vise when I do this. I'll probably use the hacksaw on this. I don't know. Maybe the jigsaw. So yeah, that's the next step. So we do have all the posts are in place. So the next part is the railing. And then I got to do the railing before I do the cables, because the cable's going to go, that would be bad. So before we do this, I left this in the vise. So this is a Milwaukee self-feeding drill bit, but as you can see, she's rounded off a lot. Those are supposed to be points, so it doesn't really do anything but make noise. I can sharpen this, but if you can't get down to here, it doesn't help. So I'm going to take the angle grinder there and try and make some points. I just did this one. So basically, I'm just bringing it enhance back. And then I'll try to replicate that, but I need to get more meat. Maybe I don't. Maybe I need to go this way. I don't know. Never did it. Obviously, it's either a scrap of steel or it's going to be made into a usable bit. So we'll give her a go. Well, no expert, but it does cut holes now, so it works better than it did a few minutes ago. Got it fairly sharp. The biggest problem was making sure that the main cutter was shorter than these, and I wanted to get them all the same height, but I said it does make a hole. Okay, this is way overkill, but I bought this a few years ago so I could put a milling device and use this to make things using these. But so anyhow, unfortunately it's not wide enough. I can't put the whole piece in, so I'm going to hit this one, then rotate it over to here and hit that one, and that, you get the idea. I got to remember that one too. Should be 2 on that side. So where's my mark? I should have hit it with a piece of steel to make a dimple. Gotta find that dimpler. Okay, that hole's done, and notice I got one big long piece. These are cobalt drill bits. They're sharp as shit. Brittle as shit too, but so that one works. Now I can release this and just using this lever, keeping it in the same plane. Theoretically, if it moved over enough, I would just drill that next hole. God damn it. Okay, we got all the brackets. So this is the one I made. This is the side that you're gonna see. It doesn't have as much of a finish as these, but it's pretty close. You're only gonna see it if you're hanging upside down anyhow. So onto the railing wood. There's Mommy. Nice Mommy. So while driving down the road, I found this in a people's yard that said free. So I put some antique walnut oil finish on there, and it didn't do a perfect job, but she should do the trick. So yeah, now I get to go buy more CDs. I think that's Kathleen Clyde. Yep. might be running away. I can take a picture. I'm taking a picture. I'm just here for the goat and the chickens. Did I send you a picture of a car that I'm thinking about buying? I need to tow it home. It's 67 Sunbeam.
That's the guy with the chicken and the wheelbarrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Take him for 8 minutes.
There's a puppy. Wait, whose dog is that? Spike, get back here.
Wants to be in the parade.
He wants to go pee on something.
That's it.
I think we got a buzzard up there.
Out of the trash?
Yes.
Can I have it?
It's a hawk. It's a hawk looking for little dogs. That's what it is. It's a dog-eating hawk. Meow.
Your spike.
Got me a lawn thing. For some reason I thought it'd be bigger. And see. So we're making straight edges. I kind of forgot I had a track saw, which this is kind of perfect for this kind of thing. So that's what we're doing. She makes a lot of dust, this one. But she does make very accurate thin cuts. So that side is straight. Now I can use the table saw to cut this down.